A 14-year-old boy that grew up in a poverty-stricken family, and was pulled out of school by his father to help with the farm, went out to become one of the greatest stock trader of all time, who amassed a wealth of nearly $100 million in 1930s, which is around $1.5 billion in today's money. Livermore was a self-taught trader who traded using his own funds, his own rules and his own systems. This video highlights his rules and strategies that he developed while trading and later shared in his book. Rule number 1. Market is never wrong. Jesse Livermore traded stocks that were moving in some kind of a trend. He did not use charts, he maintained tables in which he wrote prices of stocks he was interested in. Livermore looked for what he called a pivotal point, which is a point where market has previously showed some change in its behavior. Any significant move from pivotal point, either up or down, would be traded by him. Livermore tells a very interesting story of a $1 million blunder. Once he was strongly bullish on cotton, he formed an opinion that cotton was going to rise massively. But the move was not starting, so he thought, maybe if he bought, the price would start going up, because he used to trade in huge quantities, and he thought that slight up move might cause other buyers to get in. He purchased 20,000 bales at the market price. This order made cotton to rise by 15 points, but 24 hours after his order the market proceeded to trade back at the initial price at which he bought. And it stayed there for a number of days. Finally, in disgust, he sold out all his stake in cotton, taking a loss of around $30,000. A few days later, he made the same trade again because his original belief that cotton was about to rise was still lurking in his mind. He rebought 20,000 cotton bales, same thing happened as the last, and he sold at the lowest price again. He repeated this same process 5 times in 6 weeks, losing anywhere between $25,000 to $30,000 each time. He lost almost $200,000. He was so disgusted with it that he instructed his manager to remove cotton ticker from his watch list because he didn't want to even look at it anymore. It was too depressing and he was unable to think clearly, which is required for trading. 2 days after he had the ticker removed, the market started up and it never stopped. Cotton rose 500 points. He stood out on what could have been one of the best trades in his trading career. He not only lost $200,000 of his own money but lost an opportunity to make $1 million. According to him, he made 2 big mistakes in this. Firstly, he allowed himself to become angry and disgusted with the cotton market just because he used bad judgment. This was where he learned a very important lesson, that is not to make excuses when wrong. Just admit it and try to profit from it. He writes in his book, "Markets are never wrong, opinions often are. The latter are of no value to the investor or speculator unless the market acts in accordance with his ideas." No one man, or group of men, can make or break a market today. If you're serious about becoming a trader, you'll have to accept this as a fundamental truth. All trading results are your own responsibility. Blaming the market or anything outside for your losses will only prevent you from becoming a successful trader. Rule number 2. Wait. His second lesson from that mistake was that he lacked the patience to wait for confirmation because he didn't want it to lose a few extra points. He says that if he had waited for the pivotal point to pass, he could have easily made a profit of 200 points or more on that move. Let's suppose a person forms a certain opinion of a stock, that this is going to go up or down, and he gets in. The market then goes sideways, he becomes tired and gets out. Perhaps a few days later, same story repeats. Finally, when the stock starts moving up, he, having made 2 erroneous trades in that stock, loses courage and is too paranoid to enter into it. Thus, even though he was right about this move, by the time the real move starts he is already out. After forming a certain opinion of a stock or group of stocks, do not be anxious to get into it. Wait and watch the price action of that stock and enter only when you get the confirmation. There is also another aspect of waiting. He said, there is a time to go long, time to go short, and time to go fishing. According to Jesse Livermore, money cannot be consistently made trading every day throughout the year. There are times when not trading is the best trading. The thrill of trading is far too great. It takes a lot of effort to not trade, to stay out and simply watch the charts. Which is why many people overtrade, they keep getting in and getting out. They are so engrossed with minor ups and downs that they end up missing the big moves. Livermore says, remember this, when you are doing nothing, those speculators who feel they must trade day in and day out, are laying the foundation for your next venture. You will reap benefits from their mistakes. Rule number 3. Cut losses short and let winners run. This is one rule that is unmistakably common among all the successful traders, but Jesse Livermore can be regarded as one of the first traders to bring it into the common knowledge. If the market didn't behave in a manner that Livermore anticipated, he would know that the time is not ripe yet and get out of the trade. Because if a stock starts going against your position, no one can tell how far it will go. If that stock started acting right few days later, and if his system gave an entry signal, he would enter that position again. On the other hand, Livermore says, one should not be in a hurry to book profits as long as the stock is acting right. You know it is acting right because if it were not, there would be no profit at all. But you have to be on the lookout for danger and alert signals. On averaging down, he states, it is foolhardy to make a second trade if your first trade shows you a loss. Never average losses. Let that thought be written indelibly upon your mind. You are on the wrong side of the market, why send good money after bad? Livermore summarized all of these in one quote. Profits always take care of themselves, but losses never do. Rule number 4. Guard your money. Livermore stresses on the importance of guarding your money in stock market because one mistake can jeopardize your whole account, and you may not have enough capital to trade when market presents an opportunity to make big money. Livermore says we have to be our own insurance broker in the market. Two most effective ways of guarding your capital are not getting in poor quality trades, and by taking out some fraction, at least half, of your profits after big profitable trades. He says, the only money that is ever taken out of Wall Street by speculators is the money that they draw out of their accounts after closing a successful deal. Most people don't withdraw even after profitable trades because they want to double that profit next time, and most of the times they end up losing it. He tells a wonderful story. Once he made a big profit on a trading day. After the market closed, he gave a message to the telegraph operator. The only means of one-to-one communication in his days was telegram. He told his telegraph operator to tell the New York office to deposit $1 million to his account. The telegraph operator almost passed out. He asked if he could keep that message slip. When Livermore inquired why, he said that he had been an operator for past 20 years and that was the first message he ever sent asking broker to deposit money in a bank account of a customer. He said, thousands and thousands of messages have gone over the wire from brokers demanding margins from customers. But never one like yours. I want to show it to the boys. Rule number 5. Treat trading as a business. Livermore quotes, anyone who is inclined to speculate should look at speculation as a business and treat it as such and not regard it as a pure gamble, as so many people are apt to do. He gives an example of when people start other sort of business, such as store or shop, they aim for reasonable returns, like someone opening a coffee shop would not expect more than 25% returns in a year. But when people come to stock market, for them 25% is nothing, they are looking for at least 100%. Livermore says, we all have a common flaw of trying to have interest in every jackpot, and we want to be in on all of them. This weakness is traders' and investors' greatest enemy, and if it is not safeguarded can bring about his downfall. As every sport has some rules that players have to follow, every business has some rules which one has to follow to stay in business. Similarly, we have to follow rules in trading to stay in this business. Trading rules ensures that one bad trading day does not throw us out of trading business. Livermore states, successful trading is not a mere guess. To be consistently successful, an investor or trader must have rules to guide him. As a matter of fact, he lost his entire fortune on more than one occasions because he ignored his trading rules, which he himself acknowledged. Bonus rule: believe in yourself. This might come as a shock, but most people do not succeed in trading because they don't believe in themselves. They spend years in the market trying to make money by running after different strategies, tricks and shortcuts. They start looking for tips. If only someone can tell me which stock to buy and where. You have to remind yourself that to be successful in trading you have to believe in your own analysis. Livermore quotes, the fruits of your success will be in direct ratio to the honesty and sincerity of your own effort in keeping your own records, doing your own thinking, and reaching your own conclusions. Successful trading is always an emotional battle for the trader rather than an intelligent one. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.